Yo, what is up everybody? Welcome back to life. Today we are doing a mod review. Whoa! It is October. You know what that means? It is very spooky. Okay, it gets colder. Stuff starts getting orange. What the fuck? Okay, the sun goes away. I used to wake up hella early, like every day. And now I wake up early and it's still dark for 2 hours. Like, what is that, man? I don't understand. But anyways, yes, we are doing a mod review, and we are reviewing this set of mods right now because it is spooky season, and that is why we are going to have a wonderful time. My favorite part about doing YouTube videos is when people comment down below, so make sure to drop a like and comment down below so I can keep on enjoying this job. But yeah, just comment what you want to see next, comment whatever game you want to play. Tell me what mods you want to see next, or what kind of mod list you want to see next. I'm totally down to do whatever you want. So the first mod I have today is very simple, but it is quite effective. It is actually an ENB mod called Intensity ENB, and the ENB is all capitalized. And what ENB means, it's like something, I don't know what it stands for, but it's really cool. You know, normally it's like an Instagram filter. It's like one Instagram filter over your game to make it more gritty or more bright. People use it for thumbnails, people use it to have a better vibe or a different vibe in their game. And what's really cool about this one is that you can download it on the Xbox and it's customizable. So you could really download it and keep it downloaded and just change it to something like at the beginning of every playthrough of every game. But since that it is spooky season right now, we are gonna make it very spooky and take away most of the color and make it a lot more darker, you know. And what this ENB really does, the way that I did it, it kind of just makes everything look more moody. You know, it makes you need to look harder in places, so it makes you slow down a little bit. You know, it's beautiful. You can make whatever you want. You can make stuff that's saturated. You know, it is what it is. It's a beautiful mod, and that's why I'm gonna add it to this spooky load order. Did y'all like the intro? Did y'all like the sky in the intro? You know, I thought it looked pretty cool. If you were wondering what mod that was, that is called Menacing Skies 2.0 Weather and Lighting Overhaul. And what this mod really is, it's just making the clouds look cool. Like, you know how in real life when you look up into the sky and that has really sick ass clouds? Yeah, that's what it does in this. Honestly, I would say this is an immersive mod, but it made my sky blood red. The pictures that the mod has are really cool. I think you should check it out. With this ENB, I couldn't really see any colors. I switched it through a bunch of different weathers, and that's probably what the footage is running right now. I'm just showing you all the different weathers and stuff, just the clouds changing. And honestly, it adds a different atmosphere, especially with the ENB I have on. And I think that a more heavier, foggier atmosphere is better for being scared. You know, you don't know what's coming at you if you can't see it that well. Overall, I think it is a very beautiful mod. I think it's a very Fallout mod. You know, Fallout's a little intense. You would expect the weather to be a little more crazy. The next mod we're going to talk about today is called Subway Runner. This is a really cool mod. Have you ever been walking around in the vanilla subways and you were just walking in a straight line and then it ended and you're like, man, this is whack? And you know, I thought it was a subway. It's gonna be connected like Fallout 3. You know what I'm saying? This is trash. Well, do I have the fucking mod for you? Because I got a mod that I already said the name of. But yes, what Subway Runners adds is tons of metros throughout the area of Fallout 4. You know, Boston. I really love Fallout 4, but I've played it a bunch, so I've always moved across the top of the ground a lot. It is cool to add stuff into the metros, and the best part about it is that all the ones that are added are all connected together, which means that if you're playing on survival and you're having a really hard time, let's say you're using an alternate start mod where you spawned somewhere that's really dangerous and you need to get to cover to some low level or at least some easier combat stuff, hop into the metro. I might say that it's easy, but hey, it's not. Listen, I feel like the metro nowadays with this mod on really adds a new way to travel around the game, and it adds some new combat experiences that I haven't had since Fallout 3. because in that game they were like, hey, yeah, it's open world, but you have to walk through dark tunnels. No, I'm just kidding. I love Fallout and all the games. But yes, I really enjoy this mod. I feel like it's really immersive for me, and it just adds a whole bunch of new ground to walk on. So if you're looking to explore some stuff, you know, you might find some nice people, you might find some enemies, and you know, it might not be super in depth, but it is definitely there for you to roleplay, and that's why I enjoy this mod. So we got the graphics looking lit. You got a whole new area to walk through. Let's add some gameplay. My favorite mod that you cannot find on the Xbox anymore. You used to, but not anymore. It's called Live Dismemberment, and it's pretty self-explanatory. When people are alive, you can dismember, quote unquote, disarm them by shooting their arms, you know, like, so this means you can shoot at their target and they will lose a limb and not immediately die. Because in the normal game, they would immediately die. But now, if you shoot them in the arm and you cripple their arm, based off of the settings that you choose when you download the mod, it could definitely take the arm off. I have it to happen every single time it cripples, so if they cripple an arm, that shit's flying off. If they're holding a two-handed weapon, they're dropping the gun. If they're holding a one-handed weapon and they lose the arm that's not holding the gun, they're still a threat, you know what I'm saying? And I think it just makes the game a little more dynamic. I think it adds a little more texture to the game. I would say it makes it technically a little easier to disarm opponents, but I think it's all just a flavor thing. Definitely a fun mod to add in Halloween when stuff is scary and more gory this time around. So if you ever wanted to have fun like that, I would say Live Dismemberment is a mod for you. Man, sometimes I walk around Fallout 4 and I don't even think it's that spooky. It's not really the atmosphere, it's just what is inside of Fallout 4. I've already killed everything, and you know, not gonna lie, Fallout 4 has a kind of generic, you know, set of animals. Just Yalgoi, the dirty mutts, you know, you need more stuff to run into. So on top of some other mods I have that maybe we talk about in a different video, this mod is called Wolves of the Commonwealth. And what this mod does, it adds packs of wolves inside of the Commonwealth, just chilling. You know, I walked around the grassy and tree area for a really long time, just like in different parts of the map trying to find them. But turns out, you know, you're more likely to find them on the edge of, you know, like suburban or whatever, like on the edge of the city, like on the very edge. Sometimes like in the middle, you know, you kind of find them around buildings sometimes, and sometimes they're fucking scary. You know, we're human, we all have this desire to survive, and one thing that used to end that desire to survive were wolves, so we are afraid of them. And so if you have an EMB turned on and you have a bunch of dark stuff going on and you can't see nothing and you see a wolf, it could be scary, especially if you're not expecting it because you're playing a video game called Fallout 4. But yeah, I feel like that will add a new kind of texture to the spookiness that we are playing right now. Last but not least, this mod is gonna be called Institute Centaurs, and this is lore friendly. Maybe not to the Boston region, but it is in the Washington area, George Washington. In Georgia, I'm pretty sure. In that mod, you know, it just adds the centaurs back into the game. I have it set so they replace all the hounds, and I just feel like that's, of course, you know, lore friendly, and it adds new vibes to the game. It's Halloween time. You want to scare your little brother. He wants to play your video games. Let's just make it scary, as much scariness as we can for him, alright? It'll be perfect. And so I really liked how the textures look for this. There's tons of different variants. Okay, the two that I ran into right here was the normal one, and then the glowing one, and it was green, and then the skin was pitch black. That was perfect spookiness season. And I just thought this was perfect spooky vibe to add to the game. So if you like this video, comment down below how many times I said spooky in this video. That would be really great. But anyways, yes, that was the last mod, and if you enjoyed this video, make sure to like below and tell me what you want me to do next or why you enjoyed the video. You can subscribe if you want. Oh yes, it is spooky season, so right now you might drop a comment about what you want me to do next, but if it's not scary, I'm not gonna do it until you know, October is over. But yeah, that's all I have to say. Have a beautiful life.
And I'm in this shit like it's another land. I be getting high, so they tell me I might never land. It depends.